Today we are doing a little maintenance. Well, out the other night someone yanked out in front of me. I slammed the brakes on. I ended up blowing out a corroded line in the back a little bit, so we got to add some windshield wiper fluid, add some brake fluid. This is for the fuel and a little coolant. It's a little low. We're going to be getting the dump truck ready as well for this salter. That'll get done today or tomorrow. This is what's leaking here. We'll take it off, go to the store, and get it put back on. Bleed the brakes out, get all the air out of the lines, and it should be good to go. Leave the tires on, so I don't gotta deal with that. The other end of it's right there, so we'll just undo that part as well. We got the new brake line. We got the zinc coated brake line, so that way it doesn't corrode like this one. Alright, I'm putting a line in. These would not screw in correctly to the soft line, flexible line on the truck. So I went and I got new fittings. Got a flaring kit. Already flared one end, looks good. We'll slip both of them on and flare the other end, then we can get it put on the truck. And we're just gonna get this other end flared, double flared. This is a bubble flare, and this is a standard flare. You got to do a double flare for the standard flare, but if you just do the bubble flare and then press it inward, it'll look like that, rather than all smashed like this one or this one here. That's what happens if you try to do the standard flare without doing a bubble flare and pressing this outer bit in first. So our flaring tool right here is loaded up. You want to make sure this is the tool to bubble the flare out. You want to make sure they're the same level as this bottom bit, so it's about the same level. You might not be able to see the angle great, but you just put this in the hole. This goes around it. Now this will bubble out. I'm just going to twist it with a little screwdriver. Do it till that sits flat. That's about flat. Spin that off. Now we can take this off, and it's a bubble flare. So now you just take this part again, go directly over it, and this will create the double flare that is the actual standard. Make sure that's good. I keep hitting the camera. That is that. Take it out of this holder. Undo this one. Drop the tube, but there it is, flared out, and that'll sit flush against that, and it should screw all together now with no issue. That's what we're hoping. Now we just gotta crawl under the truck, screw it into the block, and then we can screw this end into that soft line, run into the piston and the caliper. Brake line is in. The brakes are bled. Little new line right there, going over to the other side. Brakes are bled. Fluid added.